Okay, everyone, let's continue looking at Module 26204-23, Conduit Bending in the NCCER 11th edition. This will be Section 4.00, Electric and Hydraulic Benders. Electric and hydraulic benders. Bends in larger sizes of conduit are made using electric or hydraulic benders. Always read and understand the operating instructions before using a tool. Never operate a tool with damaged or missing parts or guards. Watch for pinch points on all bending tools. Make sure all hydraulic connections are clean and tight. Make sure tools are complete and properly assembled before operating. And bending shoes and follow bars should be treated as precision instruments. Electric conduit benders rely on motors, gears, hydraulic pressure, and other mechanical advantages. Deduct and springback figures and offset information are often included on decals. Many electric benders are sold as a power unit, and the bending shoes for various types of conduit are sold as accessories. Eliminating dog legs. A dog leg occurs when the center line that runs through the length of the conduit is not maintained through the bends of an offset or a saddle. Dog legs can be eliminated using an anti-dog device or through a specific bending procedure. Using a table or plywood to find added length. The corner of a table or a sheet of plywood can be used to determine the amount of extra conduit needed to go from one point to another when a bend has been made. Speed benders. A speed bender operates in the same manner as a standard bender, but it utilizes digital controls to ensure fast, accurate, and consistent bends. Speed benders can be operated upright or laid on their backs for large offsets and saddles. Hydraulic benders. The hydraulic bender is indispensable for bending large conduit. Hydraulic bending equipment requires a large upfront cost. These benders must be properly maintained, and there are two types of bending shoes, the one-shot shoe and the segment shoe. Bending rigid aluminum. Rigid aluminum conduit is available in many sizes. Aluminum is lightweight, corrosion resistant, and has low ground impedance. Aluminum can be difficult to bend consistently and accurately. One-shot bending. One-shot stub-ups are easily made on a hydraulic bender. You must determine the leg length, rise, gain, radius of the bend, and the half gain. 90-degree segmented bends. To bend conduit in segments with a hydraulic bender, you must determine the size of the conduit, the radius of the bend, the total number of degrees in the bend, the developed length, and the gain of the bend. Segment bends require several small angle bends. There are four ways to measure the amount of bends required: bend degree protractor method, magnetic angle finder method, amount of travel method, or number of pumps method. A bending table makes hydraulic bending much easier. Concentric bends. If two or more parallel bends of conduit must be bent in the same direction, concentric bends give the best results. The bend for the innermost conduit should be calculated first. To find the second radius, add the outside diameter of the first pipe to the radius of the first pipe and the desired spacing between pipes. The spacing between marks will increase as the radius of pipe increases. In concentric bends, every bend must receive the same number of segment bends. Offset bends. Offset bends are used to bend conduit to pass by or over objects such as beams or to enter panel boards and junction boxes. An offset requires two equal bends of less than 90 degrees at a specified distance apart. When making bends, always refer to the bending chart that accompanied the bender. Saddle bends. Saddle bends can be used to cross small objects, small obstructions, or other runs of conduit. Bends are calculated by referring to the appropriate bending chart. Bending should be performed in a linear progression from one end to the other. The total length of the conduit is dependent on the conduit size and the type of the bender. And here are some trade terms you should read over and become familiar with for this module. And some review questions for this module. To make a 90-degree bend in RMC, the conduit may be bent to 95 degrees to account for take-up, gain, developed length, or springback. A hydraulic bender is not maintaining its rated hydraulic pressure. This is most likely because of voltage fluctuations, insufficient bend radius, low fluid pressure, incorrect bending shoe. Say low fluid pressure. All right, everyone, that's it for that section. The next one will be 5.00, installing PVC conduit, and I'll see you over there.